Okay, this lesson is on sample space. A sample space is a set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. It is also called a universal set. It's usually denoted by the letter U. Okay, you're looking for all possible outcomes that can happen. And there are 5 different usual ways you can do to list these possible outcomes. You can either just list them, for example, heads or tails, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if it's rolling a dice, or something like that. Or you can create a table where you have all your outcomes displayed in some sort of table that's organized, and then you can total it up. A Venn diagram is a common way, especially if there's some sort of overlap between the two of them. And a tree diagram is a good way of displaying as well. And then lastly, a two-dimensional grid can be used to display. But the bottom line is you want to list all your possible outcomes so that way you know what your experiment is out of and it's easy to figure out the probability. Just a couple of quick examples. If I was to roll a die and flip a coin, okay, so rolling a die you have heads and tails, I'm listing. Flipping a coin you have 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, I have it backwards, 5 and 6, so that'd be rolling a die, and flipping a coin would be heads and tails. So when I go to do my two-dimensional grid, I have heads and tails and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the table like this, and I put a dot. So I put dot and dot, 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 dot. Okay, each dot represents a total possible outcome. So I end up having 12 different possible outcomes. If I was to circle an outcome, so for example, circle that, that's heads and the number 4. Okay, if I was to do another one, well, that would be tails and the number 2. So I flipped a coin and got a tail, and rolled a die, and flipped a coin, I got tails, and rolled a die, and I got a 2. If I do a tree diagram, same scenario. I'd start off with a couple of branches, starting from a common point, and maybe I'd put my coin, so heads and tails. Okay, and then I'd put my other scenario as individual branches of that. So my coins, my dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then the same thing for the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So again, all 12 possible scenarios are indicated. You can figure the total numbers of outcomes by counting up all the branches at the very end in total. So I have 6 here and I have another 6 here. There are 12 total branches, so therefore the number of outcomes is 12 outcomes as well. That is my sample space. I have all outcomes illustrated. Okay, there's a tree diagram, there's a two-dimensional grid illustrating the same thing, and there are other ways of doing it. Thank you very much.